From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Giants and their inner-city rivals, the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The Jets sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's good for 28 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's what.
Touchdown, Jets! Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jameis now on first down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Jameis to throw it. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Rodgers. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 31.
Box it. Over 50. Hey, you block over here. 26.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 2. Now Rodgers. This one left side caught by Berrios. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Mitchell. He's got a Jets touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. That'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Down to the 42, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the run of the crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On play action, Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one. I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Winston trucks over him, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the...
Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And now look at him go. The 40. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick-6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick-6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this? And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They're obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So first across in my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 6. Winston now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Now Winston. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. To the air again with Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To throw, Winston. And it's caught. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle in New York. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart,
fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Winston. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Winston now to throw on first down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Winston. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Montgomery is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Here's Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hey, 626. Back on.
Rodgers to throw once more. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Following the interception, Winston. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On play action, Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
The first down throw for Winston. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw again on second down. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 26. Hey, 30. Come.
Now Rodgers. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
That will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Jameis to throw it. And now here is another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.